We got him.
Right
Oh,
there.
no, we didn't get him.
Another one. Okay.
Okay. Well, Gordon.
All right.
Welcome. All right, let's get started out. So I'm going to go with my share screen and we are going to go into the training. All righty. Okay, guys, give me a thumbs up. Can you see my screen?
Everybody can see that, right? Looks familiar?
All right, awesome. So this is a login screen for Power Lead System, and we get started here by logging into the back office. And then as you see right here, this is the splash page for the Fast Start training, where to register, as you can see. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on the bottom here and get in the back office of Power Lead System. So here we are, we're in the back office of this magnificent system. And the first thing I want to talk about is, what is your first step? Let's say, you're brand new, you don't know what to do with the Power Lead System. What are my first steps? My first step is to make sure that I get a domain name so I can have a website so I can promote, right? So our first step is to get that domain name. So I'm going to give you guys some ideas. You can just say, hey, get paid with, let's see, get paid with John, right? We'll use that for an example. .com. Is this domain name available? No, it's not. Hey, somebody's got that one. Let's look at Ace. Let's see if anybody's got Ace. Get paid with Ace. Hey, look at that. It's available.
You know you're going to make me buy that name so nobody has it.
You better get after this call. So what we're going to do is we're going to...
There's only one Ace, baby.
check all these boxes right here. And then we're going to charge the credit card now. All right. That will charge the credit card on file in the back office where you signed up with Power Lead System. Okay. So it's very convenient. Now, the next thing is, once we have that domain name, what is our next step? Okay, Rich, I got the domain name. Let's get started. Okay. So we're going to go over to the next step, which is click the easy button. All right. Just as it sounds, click the easy button. Love it. Love it. But now what we're going to do is, the next step we're going to do is, once we click on the easy button, we got to scroll down all the way down till you see right here where it says funnel number 3, fire your boss funnel. Okay. And show me the link to use. We're going to click on there. And as you can see, there's already one here. I'm going to delete that one before we can do the training here. Now, when you actually get that domain name, get paid with, for example, right? You can use any name. Mine's I have here.
We have quite a bit, so.
Yeah, we do. Globalprofitformula.com. We have that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something. We're going to backspace this www, and I'm going to put fire your boss.
All you guys can think about when we say subdomain, just look at it like a nickname, just give it a nickname, pertaining to your business, or the funnel, and then start create.
And you can follow along with me and use fire your boss as well. Yeah. Okay. And automatically you can see your domain name here, and you click on this green button and click create. So once I click create, it says link created. Yes. So now we have our funnel ready to go and start driving some traffic, right? But not yet. We have to look at it first. So we're going to actually click on this link right here. And as you can see, there it is. This is the opt-in page where people will put their name and their email address, and you'll start building an email list in the back office Power Lead System. And not only that, but we also have a 7-day email follow-up series attached to this that is done for you automatically without you having to do anything. However, if you have your own autoresponder and you're a little bit advanced, then you can use those emails and actually put them in your autoresponder. Okay, really, really cool. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go to the next step here. And once we have the domain name and once we have the funnel, right, and we're all set and we're good to go, what is the next step? Well, we're going to go here to Udemy. Now, Udemy here is a place where we can actually go and get traffic. But you might be asking, well, how do I find Udemy? Very, very simple. All you have to do is go in the back office and go to the training. Click on, grab your mouse, hover over the training tab here, and move over to where it says training area. You're going to click on that. And in the back office here, you are going to go over to where it says marketing. All right.
Well, wait a second. Can
Well,
I just
yeah,
add
go ahead.
something? For all of you here who are on the fast start, you may notice how Rich got in there pretty quickly. But if you're brand new, it's going to ask you to register. So just register and try to keep your username and password the same as your login. Make it easier for you to remember. And that way you could get in.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. Thanks for that.
Mhm.
So now we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And I'm going to show you what I use. So I'm going to go to Udemy. I'm going to click on there. And as you can see, if you've never been here before, you could actually sign up right here. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the right side here and log in since I already have an account. And now I'm in the back office of Udemy. That simple, right? So I'm going to show you what steps you should follow here to get your traffic going. Now, remember when I told you that you have the funnel already here, fireyyourboss.globalprofitformula.com. Yours is going to be whatever your domain is. Okay. I'm going to grab that. And guys, you can follow along. All right. You don't have to, sit here and watch. If you want to follow along, follow along. This is about training. This is about getting you guys going and getting you marketing as soon as possible. All right. So we're going to right click. I'm going to copy that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Udemy. And here in the back office here, you're going to see several things at the top here. My focus is find sellers. That's what I want. Okay. So in the find sellers area, you can see where it says got sales. So what I did was I put 40%. All right. Usually I do 20%, but I started getting a little aggressive and going 40%. I want people who have more sales, right? The likelihood of getting sales or the likelihood how many other people made sales with their offer, right? So I'm going to click on here, 40%. And this is what is showing right here. Okay. So I'm going to pick this guy here at the top. And what you can do is you can actually scroll down and look at demographics. Okay. So we got United States and Canada, mostly United States traffic. Okay. Sounds good to me. Good solo, great solo, good vendor, good traffic. Okay. Looks good. This guy didn't make any sales. It doesn't necessarily mean that the guy doesn't have good traffic. It just means this guy maybe doesn't have a great offer either. So, but power of the system, we got the best offer. So you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to scroll back up here and I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to paste in fireyyourboss.globalprofitformula.com, right? Remember where I got it from, right? So I'm going to click on checkout. Okay. And once I click on checkout, it's going to, take me to a separate area where it has the different ways of paying. Now, before I do that, before I actually dish out my credit card, all right, I want to make sure that when I get started, I want to be at 200 clicks. All right. And I'm going to click on checkout right here. And I'm going to show you two different ways of paying. Okay. You have PayPal and you have your debit card or credit card, whichever way you want to pay. Right. I usually use PayPal, pretty simple. But if you have a debit card, you want to use that where you track your business expenses, you can do that as well. Now, once you do that, you'll have traffic running in no time, right? Probably 24, 48 hours, depending on the vendor, because you might have somebody in front of you and stuff like that. So now I'm going to go to orders. Just give me an example of what I got going on right now. And I have some traffic going, I got about 11% in right now. And like I said, I practice what I preach. So I got 200 clicks I'm testing. You can see 11% right there. Okay. And whenever you get traffic, you will get a message from, the actual vendor and saying, hey, thank you for your order. I'll get you all set up here shortly. I said, awesome, Phil. Looking forward to it. All right. So right now I'm in testing mode with some new vendors. So I recommend that you always choose new vendors because you could choose this vendor and you might not make any sales because I'm testing. So I don't even know what the results are for this vendor as of yet. Okay. But follow along, guys. I had somebody here in a training that followed my exact steps and literally made sales in Power Lead System just for being here on the fast start. So I want you guys to pay close attention to what I'm doing here. Okay. So now, as you can see, I already got this traffic going. Things already are moving forward. Now, once you do that, okay, you have your traffic running. Now, what I want to talk about is the mindset. All right. The mindset is important when it comes. Let me just stop the share screen here. The mindset is important when it comes to understanding your business. Okay. And I'm really, really cautious about this because I remember when I didn't have a mindset when I first got started back in 2008. And I can tell you that there's people here that are probably going to be like, well, I don't know if I can do that, or, I don't know if I could, spend money on my advertising. It depends on the individual, right? It's called a parrot on the shoulder. It just talks and it blabs all day long and tells you what's not, what's possible, what's not possible, right? So what I want to do is I want to go over the mindset of understanding your business a little bit deeper, because most people, unfortunately, you hear people talk about the 80-20 principle. You guys ever heard of that? 80-20 principle. 20% of people will do it, 80% won't. Okay. And the reason why 80% won't is because they won't hold themselves to a higher standard. They won't hold themselves accountable when it comes to their business. So you're here for the Power Release System. That means you're serious about your business. Power Release System is one of the most powerful marketing systems on the planet. Why is that? Well, because they have longevity. They've been here for literally over 13 years. Okay. And they've actually have helped a lot of people fire their boss and live free, pretty much, including ourselves. So does it work? Absolutely. But you must work it, right? So understanding just the steps that I just showed you just a little while ago, if you follow those steps and you've never done this before and you just take action, then you'll start to see the results happening in your business. Okay. But nothing's going to happen unless you take action. And what's great about this call, I want you guys to really think about this. What's great about this call is that you guys can watch this recording over and over and over again. That way, if you miss something, you can go back and watch it again and go, oh, I got it now, right? That's how I did in the very beginning when I started learning marketing. Because right now, you are a marketer. You just signed up to be a marketer. That's who you are, right? You're an entrepreneur. So let's get the mindset straight, right? Let's not fool ourselves and kid ourselves and think that we're going to make money at the snap of the fingers. It doesn't work that way. We have to develop processes in place to get the results that we're looking for. And I'm going to talk about the mindset on that. Number one, when you start focusing on business online, you don't want to sell. You want to build relationships, right? Because everybody wants to break free from the system. Everybody wants to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month with Power Release System. But the problem is they have the wrong mindset when they come in, right? They say, okay, well, I just want to sell. Well, here's the thing about selling. Online, it's all about building relationships. Okay. That's the first thing. Don't sell, just start building relationships. That's the key. Write that down if you have to. All right. Number two, focus on learning and improving. All right. Because if you just learning, if you're just here and you're just watching and then you're not following along, you're not doing anything, you're not really trying to get to the point of improving on your skill sets. All right. So make sure you start focusing on just learning, but also improving by showing up to the Fast Start training and following along the process what I showed you. Okay. Number three, don't be afraid to take risk. A lot of people, unfortunately, are afraid to take risk. I can't tell. Oh, let me go back here. I accidentally hit the key there. I can't tell you how many people that I've coached over the years. And the number one problem that I see, people are afraid and have this big fear of succeeding. They have this big fear of failure. So therefore, whatever the side of the fence you're on, unfortunately, people just don't like to take risk. Okay. Now I had to get over this myself in the very beginning. Once you get over this, like for instance, my thing was spending any money on business whatsoever. That was my thing. I was like, well, I can do it my way because I was arrogant, right? Because I was a Geek Squad guy and I knew computers that I got this licked. No, marketing is another animal and you have to really treat your business like a business, right? So I got over that and I started taking risk and then I started seeing what was on the other side. And what happened was on the other side was more bliss, right? Was there challenges? Oh yeah, but if I kept taking risks, I overcame those challenges. And that's how I grew, right? That's how me and Ace grew together as a couple when we met in 2010. Number four, take action, give it time. Again, we're not going to kid ourselves here and think we're just going to open up a Power Release System back office and make money in the first hour. It doesn't work that way. You got to develop the skill sets. How bad do you want this? How bad do you want to fire your boss? How bad do you want to make extra money if you're retired? How bad do you want to break free from the system? That's up to you. I'm giving you the roadmap. I'm giving you what you need to know. So what's between your two ears is developing another level. Understand? Now, the next thing is number 5. You're just one funnel away. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson is a guy who owns ClickFunnels, right? And that guy always said you're one funnel away from success. Now, here's the thing. If you're just one funnel away, guess what? You already have a funnel power release system I just showed you that I'm running right now, that I'm testing, right? Because marketing is always testing. So I want you guys to just follow along. What you see here in the Fast Start today, I want you guys to follow along every step by step, all right? And don't be afraid to take risks. That's why you're here. You're an entrepreneur. The last thing is elevate your why. What is your emotional connection to your why? What do you feel like? Okay, what's the reason that you're here? What's the reason that you signed up for Power Release System? And more importantly, what is the reason why you became an entrepreneur? Now, I talked about don't sell, build relationships, focus on learning and improvement. Don't be afraid to take risks, take action, give it time. You got your funnel, right? Just by just one funnel away. But elevate your whys on another whole level, right? So if you feel something in your heart and you say, this is the reason why I'm here. I am here for XYZ, right? Your XYZ is not going to be my XYZ. Your XYZ is not going to be anything that you see on the internet's XYZ, right? So you got to know what your XYZ is. And then once you know that, what is your emotional thermostat connected to that why? And once you know that emotional connection and that emotional thermostat, you're going to be like, now it means something to me. Now I know what I got to do. And now you can overcome any challenge because your why and your elevation of your emotional connection to your emotional thermostat is going to take it to a whole new level. Okay? Excellent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the next slide here and we're going to get started with ACE and let's move on.
Thank you, Rich. So guys, that pretty much is a lot, right? On that sense. And, I'm glad that Rich went over the mindset because it's really, really important. But what's also important is what you have in your fingertips. Access to a vehicle that you can drive and you can actually create a lifestyle changing income. We at Power Release System like to let everybody know that this is a legitimate based business for the internet, for the average person. And we like to actually disclose this disclaimer before we move forward with anything else. You may be new to Power Release System and aren't aware of this disclaimer, and that's why you're here today for this Fast Start to hear it. There is no guarantee that you will earn any money using the techniques and ideas from this program or from any other information provided anywhere by PLS or anyone else on YouTube, Facebook, websites, etc., related to the Power Release System. The examples are not to be interpreted as a promise or guarantee of earnings. Earning potential is completely dependent on the person who implements the ideas and techniques herein taught within the PLS system. We do not purport this as a get-rich-quick scheme. Your level of success depends on the time you devote to your business, the ideas and techniques, financial investment, knowledge, and various skills. Since these factors differ from person to person, we cannot guarantee your success or income level, nor are we responsible for any of your actions. Can everybody type in the chat? I agree, so we can move forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your cooperation and thank you so much. We're all on the same page, right, guys? This is a community, an online community that's built upon values, core values, and we have a business to run. This is not a hobby. This is a real business that could really change your life the way it did for me and Rich. Excellent. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. All right, let's move forward with